Hi everyone, it is Grief Talk Thursday, and today I want to talk again about 5 tips that will help you with forgetfulness and forgetfulness and grief. For those of you who do not know me, I am Tanya Blake Foster. I am a 44-year-old mom and wife. I have 2 children, and I have or am currently living a grief journey. And so my mission is to help others with the grief journey to learn about things that are normal, things that I wish I would have known. And so I'm hoping this is very helpful for you. If this is helpful for you, or you know someone who this is going to be helpful for, please feel free to share. So, grief comes from different places, whether you've lost someone to death, miscarriage, whether you have lost a significant other through divorce, or a friend through a breakup, or whether you have lost your job, or you have lost your home. So I want to talk to you about grief and about the normal experiences of forgetfulness. So feeling forgetful is very normal, but if you're at a place where you are in your grief journey and you've lost a loved one, or you've been in a divorce, or you've lost your house or your job, and you are forgetting so much that you're forgetting full conversations, you're forgetting names of your family members or your friends, please reach out to your doctor. That's when it becomes very, very difficult for you to navigate through your daily routine. So I have a couple slides here again, and I'm hoping that I start them out right. So one of the first things, yes, this is perfect. One of the first things you would need to do is use technology. So this is a general suggestion to use your technology that's available to you. No matter what assistance you need, there's likely an app for it. So if you are forgetting things, I typically have to put a lot of things on my phone with alerts to remind me, even now. But when I was in my grief journey, guys, I couldn't remember much of anything. And I say when I was in, I still am. I still deal with grief. But at the beginning, it was very, very difficult. Number 2, ask someone to remind you. Just do not ask me. Full disclosure, this isn't a reliable system because it requires someone else to remember for you, but it may be helpful for you to have a friend or someone that you know who has a really good memory, and ask them to remind you about your doctor's appointment, or about your child's pictures that I forgot very early on in my grief journey. Also, number 3, establish a daily routine and stick to it. And that is something that I learned to do, and I still do it to this day. And you may watch me in my stories where I have to read and pray every morning, and then I get up and I go to the bathroom, and then I weigh myself, and then I drink my water. Establish a daily routine and stick to it, and that's going to help you remember what you need to do. And I think this is number 4. So number 4, this can be, you may want to pay attention to this lately, just in life in general, but some things in here that I want to talk about. So do things the same way every time. And y'all, this is not for the rest of your life. This is why you're going through your grief journey and you're not remembering things. So stick to the same morning routine like we talked about, while getting the kids ready for school. Park in the same section of the parking lot every time. Be careful with that, especially because people do watch you and they watch your routine. So you may want to do that at the beginning, and then kind of switch it up, because that may not be as safe. And then number 5 is do things when you think of them and don't put them off until later. Take inspiration from David Allen's 2-minute rule, which says if something can be done in less than 2 minutes, do it now. Not only does this cut back on procrastination, but it keeps you from forgetting to do it all. And how many times, I am queen of procrastination, and so when I was in my grief journey, it was worse. I would put everything off, and so you would never remember to go back to do it. So just in a quick review, in a quick review, I want to go over the 5 things you can do to help you with your memory loss when you're grieving. Number 1, use your technology. Put those things in your phones, in your smartphone. use an app to remember things to help you do things. Ask someone to remind you. Just do not ask me. But do ask someone that you know have a good memory and that can help you. Number 3, establish a daily routine and stick to it. Number 4, do things the same way every time. Be very careful about this one that says parking in the same spot every day. You might want to be careful about doing that, especially with people who watch human trafficking, just all the different things that are happening in the world. Be careful about that. Do things when you think of them and don't put them off. So those, I believe I went over all 5. Those are the 5 tips that when you are feeling forgetful and confused and unable to focus, especially in your grief journey, early on in your grief journey, those are things that can help you with your memory. It is very typical. It is very normal for you to be forgetful. However, once again, I'm going to repeat, if you're forgetting full conversations, if you're forgetting loved one names, that is not normal. And that is something that you do need to go see your doctor for. So if you found this helpful, please share. And thank you guys for joining. Hi, Clark. Hi, Corey. Modest Goddess. Hi, thanks for joining. Bye-bye.